Hey you guys, welcome back. This is day 3 and I'm really excited about today. Today's actually going to be a quick, simple, easy thing. You just need to get your back office all set up. I just want to tell you that when I first started, I want to make sure you know how to do this, because when I first started, I was not going to build the business. I absolutely had an attitude about network marketing. I told you one of the stories I had that was a bad experience about someone trying to get us to join a network marketing company. And so I just had a bad taste in my mouth. I was not interested, not going to be that person who did that to other people, didn't have enough bandwidth to realize, oh, duh, you can do it a different way. But that was my mindset at the beginning. And I fell in love with the product. The oils were amazing and I wanted the oils. And so I got the oils for me, not going to do the business. And then the oils were such an amazing support for my health and my health challenges that when my friends would talk to me about something the same or similar or whatever, I'd go, oh my goodness, you totally have to use this essential oil and you'll see some amazing support. And I would tell them stuff, not interested in having them be on my team because I wasn't going to build. But I would help them use the oils. But in an MLM, people can't just sign up to the company. What happens is they've got to go under someone. And I didn't want them coming to me to buy stuff. I don't want to be a store. So I would help them make sure that they had their discounted price, and so they would be under me. Well, after a little while, I started getting a little paycheck. And this was from trying not to do it. And I thought, okay, this is ridiculous. Maybe I'm gonna try this. I thought I'm gonna try it for 3 months and go really hard and just kind of see what happens. But I thought I'm not talking to my friends and I am not talking to my family. So I did expos, and my sister helped. My sister and I went down to Las Vegas. She wanted to talk to some of the spas down in Las Vegas. And so I was excited to do it, but I didn't have the time at the time. I didn't want to take the time to make those appointments. So I told her, this is the deal. You set up the appointments and I will go with you and we'll talk to those spas. And so she did that. We ended up enrolling several of the spas down in Las Vegas. MGM Grand started using our oils. So we started getting some good business and it was exciting. But I was not going to, I started off thinking I'm not going to build. And so what happened was my structure was messed up. I didn't set up my back office properly. And so I'm kind of passionate about this. I like to make sure that you guys are taken care of. So I want you to get your back office set up. Because I hadn't taken the time, I want to make sure, look, we're on day 3. I want to make sure that you go take care of this. There are things that weren't hard to do, but I just didn't make them important. So I want you to focus on this for today. This is your assignment, guys. That's actually all today's assignment is. It's just very, very simple. And as we move on, we're going to get into more lead strategies. We're going to set up some automated recruiting funnels. I'm going to give you everything that you need. I'm going to help you set up some really cool products. So you guys, I want you to be able to do what we're doing, and then you can spend more time and focus on your ads. So today, though, what's going to happen is we're not going to do any of that. For today, I just want you to go get your back office set up. So I'm actually not going to go through the checklist. You have everything to get you set up. That's in the checkbox down below. So go get that. Make sure you check off everything on that list. There's not really a whole lot more to it, except there is one thing I want to bring your attention to, and it's this. So we're going to set up your back office. We're going to set up your auto ship, which is the loyalty rewards program, and because I want you to actually get paid. If you're not doing your LRP and have your auto ship set up, then you're going to miss out on some paycheck or all of your paycheck. So one thing that I want to do is bring your attention to the fact that when you put somebody into the back office, like you enroll someone on your team, I don't want you to get confused when you bring somebody into doTERRA. There are 2 options that you can do. Let me show you what those are. So when you enroll someone, they can either be a wholesale customer, or they can be what's called a wellness advocate. Okay, and the wholesale customer is not a builder. They can't put anybody underneath them. They can't grow their team, but they get 25% off. That's what everybody get, 25% off. The wellness advocate also gets 25% off. They basically both get the same benefits. So it's awesome. But the wellness advocate can put people underneath them on their team. So if somebody is joining because they want to build a business, you need to make sure that they enroll as a wellness advocate. The advantage of having someone enroll as a wholesale customer, there are several, but it's beyond the scope of what we're talking about today. But a wholesale customer, if they're undecided and they're not sure, then what happens is you can put them in as a wholesale customer, and when they decide that they want to build, then it allows you to place them in the structure in a better place for a builder. Now there's more to it than that, but I just wanted you to understand. So if somebody is absolutely ready to build, then sign them up as a wellness advocate. If they're not totally sure, sign them up as a wholesale customer. And what I want to recommend to you is that you log into your back office every single day and start taking note of your numbers. At first, I didn't track the numbers. When I got serious and started tracking the numbers and watching the right stats, it's like magic. All of a sudden, things started to change. When I wasn't watching the back office, even if I didn't do anything else but watch my back office, I would enroll people and they'd go anywhere I didn't care. But when I started paying attention to it, all of a sudden I started noticing, oh wait, this team is getting big. We need more volume on this side over here. And so it makes all the difference. So what I would recommend is that you put your numbers up on your wall. I even have diagrams of my teams on my wall so that I know where we need higher volume, where we're looking to enroll people, all of that kind of stuff. So the crazy thing is, like I said, even if you change nothing else, you just track it, all of a sudden things change. And because your focus is more important than intelligence. It's a quote I heard once and I love it. Focus is more important than intelligence. I don't care how much you know. If you're focused on something, all of a sudden you start having things happen. You start seeing progress. You start seeing success. Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. It's absolutely true. And when I'm trying to focus on too many things at once, I can't even tell you the trainings that I am excited to put out for you guys for this, because I know the questions that you're going to have. But guess what? I have to focus. I have to decide, okay, out of these 5 huge trainings, whole courses, which one is the one that you need first? And it's this one. So we're doing the onboarding process first because that's what's going to change the game for you the fastest. And then the other stuff can come. If I'm trying to do all 5 trainings at the same time, guess what's going to happen? It's going to take me 10 times longer to get all 5 of them done. So focus on those numbers, track those stats. Socrates said that the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. So don't worry about fighting the way it used to be. Just get on board, start getting excited about learning this new stuff. What's going to happen is you'll start to learn how to mesh the two and where you fit in between that, okay? So when you go into your back office, you'll see wholesale customer, you'll see wellness advocate, you'll see your bonuses at the back office. Orient yourself. Make sure you know where things are in the back office and how to use it. The other thing, you'll get really good at the back office. You're going to get oriented to everything that's there. You'll start to recognize where you can find information that you need. You'll start to realize, wow, this tells me how many enrollments are on my whole team, not just my own enrollments. You'll be able to see all kinds of information. Now, what I want you to do, though, is to just track 2 or 3. Don't try to figure out a million metrics. I just want you to pick 2 or 3 things that you are going to track every single day. They're called KPIs. That stands for Key Performance Indicators. And I believe you should track how many people you get to join the opportunity every month. You should track how many people you get to join. You should track how many people you get the opportunity in front of, the oils or the business. You should be tracking that so that if I asked you, hey, how many people did you get the opportunity in front of this past week? You would be able to tell me like that. Now, it doesn't have to be face to face. When these numbers they count if you get it in front of people online, and the internet is doing it for me so that I don't have to do it one-on-one. That's what we're going to teach you guys inside of this training. Okay, but go and choose 2 or 3 metrics that you want to track, some key performance indicators, and figure out what those things are that are going to be best for you so that you can just track them. And that's it. Don't try to track 100 things. You don't even have to worry about anything else right now. And I almost guarantee you are going to have a lot of increase just because you're watching the numbers. I track customers. Okay. I also track my business builders, my wellness advocates. I tracked I track my opt-ins. We track, of course, what we're spending on ads. You can imagine there are a lot of things that we track with the online stuff. And if you don't know what those are, that's okay. We're going to show you as we go. We're going to keep it simple, to take you step by step, and allow you to either use the stuff I've already created for you. It's all pre-done for you. Or you can make as many changes, create your own, do whatever you want. So just by me doing this, I've seen a huge difference, but also so I can show other people. It makes a difference. If people don't decide, oh, I want to be an engineer, but I have no idea how much they make and I have no idea what they have to do in their job. People don't make that decision. And I'm not one to tout the numbers unless it's necessary for education. So for example, I'm not going to brag to everybody about how much money I make, how many cars I have, all those things, but it's important for you guys to know that we know what we're doing. We are bringing in enrollments. We are successful. We know how to do organic building. We also know how to do online. And in order for you to know that, there are some numbers that you need to know. If I'm not tracking them, I can't share them with you. And I'm not going to be able to let you know what those are. So, you might be able to show that to somebody who is brand new, somebody who's looking at your opportunity. If you have certain numbers, based on what their interest is and what their questions are, you'll know exactly what kinds of answers to give them and what metrics to show them to say, hey, this is what we're finding. And guess what? People who are techie online people, there are different numbers that they want from me than the people who just are not that interested in that. They don't want to build their own funnels. They just want to use mine and they're just excited about this opportunity. Those people are going to ask me something different. And that's okay. But the more you know, the more you're going to be able to bring on people who are interested in finding what you have to offer. So what happens is, I can just say, look, I promise it actually works. Look at, these are the numbers. This is what's been happening to me. Can you imagine if that happened for you? And they're like, yeah, right. How can I be a part of that? I say, yeah, if you apply to be a part of our team, then guess what? We can look at that. And if you want to be a part of our team, then this is something that we give to people on our team. It's very simple, very, very simple lesson today. Okay, I'm not even going to walk you through the checklist. Just go through the checklist. Make sure you have these things set up so that you can get paid. And that's what today's all about. Guys, we'll see you on tomorrow's. Okay, bye.